America first, American first. We are bringing this discussion for the more than past 5 months or more or less 6 months. Anyway, there is a mass protest against Donald Trump that is being seen in United States now. Mass protest against Donald Trump. And mass protest is happening in New York, mass protest is happening in Washington DC, protest is seen in Colorado State, mass protest is seen in Los Angeles, San Francisco, mass protest is been seen in Portland, Oregon, mass protest is seen in Washington State also. Everywhere mass protest against Donald Trump is taking place. So if people remember, 2 weeks back, from now, 2 weeks back, there was a mass protest countrywide against Donald Trump that took place 2 weeks back. And now also mass protest against Donald Trump is taking place in America. Why there is a mass protest against Donald Trump when Donald Trump is working for the country? In that sense, people are completely not happy with Donald Trump when there is a price rise, commodity price rise because of the high tariff. Now everything, every imported item in United States, they are priced at higher prices. In that sense, people are angry on Donald Trump. People are angry on Donald Trump that Donald Trump, President of United States, he terminated job of federal employees without any notice. Federal employees job cannot be terminated. These are called the permanent job. In a way that country stand upon. These are called pillars of any country. The government employee, they are called pillar of any country. In that way, Donald Trump or anyone, they cannot terminate government employee job in one go without with his executive order. He cannot terminate the employee job. So people are angry. People are not talking about that. It is something like the most, the biggest threat to the American people is American government. People are citing this much. The biggest threat to American people, the Americans, is not foreigners, foreign country, nor China or Russia. The biggest threat to America is American government. This is what people are saying. People are even saying that impeachment and remove. Impeach the Donald Trump and remove him. Means people, they are not able to digest Donald Trump at all. This is the current scenario of United States now. People are protesting in front of Tesla office also. Tesla office. Tesla is a car company from Elon Musk, his personal secretary. Okay, in that way, people are doing mass protest in front of his Tesla offices also, or Tesla showrooms, car showrooms also. Anyway, that is the scenario. One, one bigger thing that is happening, that the way Donald Trump is changing the America. Now people are fearing that no one can take care of America other than Donald Trump. Means the way Donald Trump has modified the American country, the America. Now America is coming in a situation where no one else can govern the America other than Donald Trump. I believe it is all right. The understanding is all right. The way America was going on, it was through some procedure, and anyone who is following the procedure, he can rule the America. Now the way America is going on, it is out of any procedure, it is out of any control, it is out of any law, it is out of any regulation. When it is completely in a maze fashion, haphazard fashion, then only Donald Trump can control the America. That is the situation going on. Anyway, so there is a now gossip that is going on everywhere that Donald Trump will become president again. Donald Trump, this is the second tenure of Donald Trump. Now the discussion is going on in United States that can Donald Trump, the country the way Donald Trump is molding, now only Donald Trump can run the country. In that sense, Now, is it the case that Donald Trump will be president again? He should be president because he can only run the country by the law that he is making through executive order. So that is a big discussion going on that if will be a third term for the Donald Trump. So now there are two parts. One part is people are saying to the Donald Trump that go away, immediately go away. Whereas Donald Trump and his ministers or whoever, they are saying that Donald Trump will become president again. Means in 2028 election, Donald Trump will become president again. A question is arising that Donald Trump will he become president again? Is it possible? Okay, six, 1787, 1776, when America became an independent country. 1787, when America Constitution came into the picture. Since then, there are 27 amendment of the American Constitution has happened. Last amendment in the Constitution, it happened in 1992. There was an amendment in the American Constitution in 1951. 1951, 1951, there was an amendment in American Constitution. And based upon that amendment, that was 22nd Amendment in American Constitution. Based upon that amendment, no one can become American president more than 2 terms. If someone is serving as American president, he cannot serve as two terms. He cannot serve as the third term. Now, question is arising that is there any loophole? Is there any loophole in the kind of law? So, America has law for the presidential post, where anyone can president of America only for the 2 terms, not more than that. So how Donald Trump is thinking, or all Donald Trump supporters, they are thinking that Donald Trump can become a president of America for more than 2 terms. More than 2 terms. Okay, in that sense, now people are talking about there is a term called succession, there is term called election, and there is a term called succession. So he can succeed as president of America. He may not be get elected again. So in the 2028 election, Donald Trump would not stand for the presidential post, but he may succeed as president. What is succession? Okay, we are talking about little bit about what are the chances that Donald Trump can be president of America once again. Okay, that is a big question nowadays it is arising. So Donald Trump can become president of America with a term called succession. Succession means anyone who is president and if he resigns, then vice president can become president of the country. If Donald Trump resigns, then J.D. Vance will become president of America. Okay, in that sense, in 2028 election, J.D. Vance will become president of America, and after taking the oath as a president, he will resign. Whereas Donald Trump will become vice president of America, and once J.D. Vance resigns as president, Donald Trump will take over as president of America. As succession, not as an election, but as succession. But anyway, 22nd Amendment in the American Constitution that happened in 1951 that clearly states that the person who is eligible to become president of America, he can only be vice president. Since Donald Trump will not be eligible to become president of America in 2028, he cannot become vice president. In that sense, this 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 work around or loophole is bleak only. It is not possible. Anyway, this is the 22nd Amendment in the Constitution of America that happened in 1951. Okay, there is one Mr. Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt. He served as the four-term president. For 12 years, he was president. And I believe while he was president only, his death happened. Now, that's why he was president till 1945. And that's why there was amendment in the constitution in 1951 that no one can serve as president of America for more than two terms. Anyway, now when we are talking about succession, a vice president can become president of America. In that sense, the chance of Donald Trump to become president of America in 2028 is not possible. If he becomes vice president and JD Vance becomes president of America, what are the other chances? Other chances is that Donald Trump will become Speaker of the Congress. So Congress has House of Representative and Senate. There are two houses in the Congress, the House of Representative and the Senate. Trump will become Speaker of the Congress, but he will not be a member of Congress. In that sense, the President and Vice President post will be vacant. In that sense, Donald Trump can succeed as President of America. This is also a possibility that Donald Trump can become President of America, but there are also some stringency is also there in this possibility also. The third possible way is there will be 28th amendment in the Constitution of America where it will be amended that anyone can become president for the two consecutive terms. Donald Trump has not become president for two consecutive terms. In that sense, he can become president for the two consecutive terms, and that will be in 2028 election. But the amendment in American Constitution, it requires two-third majority in the Senate, that is the upper house, and the House of Legislature, the House of Representatives. In that both houses, now Donald Trump needs two-thirds of the majority to amend the Constitution. That Donald Trump party, that is Republican Party, it does not have two-third majority in the Senate and House of Representatives. So there it is missing out there. Another clause is from every state to three-fourths of the state, they should be ready for the amendment in the Constitution. That is also not possible because Donald Trump right now, his, his government is only in 18 states out of 50 states in America. Anyway, all rules are out, so Donald Trump cannot become third time president of America. This is the branch that Donald Trump is taking, that he will become third time president. Whereas people are saying that Donald Trump has to go away immediately. What second term or third term, Donald Trump should go away immediately. Anyway, Donald Trump is in war kind of situation on two fronts now. In one front, he is in war kind of situation with China as far as trade is concerned. And Donald Trump is in war kind of situation with the American people. Anyway, this is something that is a very paradoxical, it is something like one is cutting other. People had voted for the Donald Trump, and this is the second time within 3 months that there is a kind of mass protest against Donald Trump to remove him from the presidential post. And paradoxical situation is coming that Donald Trump is talking about third term as president. Anyway, time is the biggest measurement. So future will see that what will happen to the America. People will kick him out of the presidential post, or Donald Trump will kick out the people and he will become the president for the third time.